good afternoon, evening, morning, whatever time you may be, to the 2 p.m. SG Link to the Past Randomizer Daily. Today we're gonna have a miscellaneous Monday. It's gonna be an Enemizer. Joining me in the booth today as our tracker, Dark Diplomat, and as my co-commentary, Nilsson Alex. I'm Red Armor. Nilsson, how are you doing today?
I'm doing so much better now since you pronounce your own name, so I didn't butcher your name. But how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Really excited for some nice rando. Enemizer is always good fun. So if you've never played Enemizer, all the enemies are going to be shuffled. So we might see, I don't know, Beamos. No, actually no Beamos, but we might see, say, Astolfos in the chicken hut.
Yeah, that's my favorite part with Enemizers, where in the chicken hut, or just see what kind of enemies you get in there.
Yeah, it's like completely randomized, so we might see guards, or we might see, say, the Zags from Thieves Town in like the Light World. We might see Popos like deep in Turtle Rock. Chain Chumps might spawn basically anywhere, as well as spiked rollers, which count as enemies. The only things that we can't see are red mimics, red Igors, and Beamos, because those are not destructible.
That's a little bit unfortunate, because it's always fun to see Beamos, right?
Who doesn't love Beamos? Yeah, I'm actually not sure if we have boss shuffle on. If that is the case, then we're also gonna see randomized bosses. And yeah, like Enemizer makes runs very interesting because, say, dark rooms are actually very dangerous in this mode because you don't know what is lurking in the dark.
I don't think we will see early dark rooms, not in the beginning at least.
Yeah, if we found, say, the flute or the gloves, the one of the things that a lot of runners would do would go to Death Mountain, right? Rescue the old man. Not this time. And we're off with a bottle to start in Link's house and just some rupees in the sanctuary.
Early map check as well, so Pendant to Eastern Palace and 2 regular crystals in Tower of Hera and Desert.
Indeed. And we're gonna see early route divergence already. As you can see, there's Hinox and those the Mimic and those Skullwoods enemies here in front of the castle. There's an Igor, and it's just where the bonk rocks are, and the fish. Yeah, like some like NPCs. Oh, Lionel and Uncle. Wow. Yeah, some NPCs and traps can appear as well, but mostly it's gonna be random enemies.
We got a sword in the Uncle chest, so that's a pretty good find already.
Oh yes, and a lumberjack just some bombs, so at least for that item we're not gonna have to kill Aghanim.
I mean, imagine if you want those 3 bombs. That could be very important.
Well, given that the Hoarder Crab drops 5 rupees, if we do find more of those, I think we're good just buying bombs from a shop.
Oh, man.
I do like that a vulture's replacing that bird. That's kind of funny. Heart piece here in the Lost Woods. You're gonna see runners be more inclined to pick up heart pieces and heart containers because Enemizer can be a huge pain.
Really nice tree pull here with 4 bombs, so Leslie is not going to have to buy bombs in Kakariko.
Or I have to kill Aghanim to get a bomb refill.
Oh man, bummer.
So yeah, Kakariko is going to be a hood. I'm very excited to see what's in the chicken hut today. What you looking for? What do you hope for in the chicken hut today?
Okay, so I really hope for a lot of guards so they can just like try to stab them like real fast.
I'm hoping for
Like
at least
getting
one punching jump.
Ooh, that would be pretty funny as well.
Or one of the spike rollers. That was pretty good too. Spike roller in Chicken Hut. Oh, there's a 10 bomb pack in Blind's Hut. And a glove. And some money for the bottle mender. So, coming up Millhouse, as it were.
I mean, with that 10 bomb pack, I'm pretty sure we're not going to see Aghanim for those 3 bombs.
Yeah, it's pretty much that ship has long sailed by this point. That said, our runners today are Orange and Leslie Pro 04. Orange using the CD Ice link, and I think Leslie Pro is just using regular old link.
The CDI link is actually my favorite sprite to use. So
yeah, it's a good link sprite. I do like the hairdo. It's very, very fabulous.
The bunny sprite is very fun as well.
I don't think I've seen the bunny sprite of CDI link yet.
I'm pretty sure it's the king from the game.
Oh yeah, yeah. I guess it makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Ballman are giving us 20 rupees in return for 100. That's not a good investment.
Oh.
Just a thief and some popos. That's lame.
Yeah, I mean, that was not as fun as it could have been, but I guess that works out as well.
We do get a hot container. It's always nice to have some safeties this early on, especially in Enemized.
Yeah, if you want to do dark runes later on, you kind of need them.
So far, pretty loving Kakariko though, and the money as well.
It's not a. If you want to find progression here in Kakariko, this is definitely not a place to go to.
Well, I mean, we did get the glove.
Well, I mean, except the glove.
And as mentioned earlier, the glove would like incline some runners, perhaps sequence breaking up Death Mountain and rescuing the old man in the dark room. I doubt we'll see that because those keys, those bats, they can be anything.
Or wow, you got the flute here on the race game.
Well, even more inclination towards Death Mountain. Yeah, that's gonna be useful. Leslie, of course, has picked up that bottle in Link's house, so can route Sick Kid in as well.
I mean, 20 rupees for turning in a bottle. I guess that's kind of good.
And yeah, 20 rupees. I mean, early on we're still looking for a little bit of money, in case we have to go to Zora, and like for various other things like, you know, opening pod and the various games that we have to play in Village of Outcast later.
This is an interesting start from Orange here, going to Ice Road Cave first.
Ooh, Helmet Beetle and Pengators on that ledge it's a bit of a pain. More love.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of heart containers here, or a piece of hearts, so you guess this is a good seed health-wise.
Yeah, I mean, after clearing out Kakariko, 6 hearts, it's not bad, you know? Gonna see Desert. But, apparently Orange decides not to check the ledge. Unless orange saw like the very edge of that item, but I didn't catch it.
Yeah, I didn't see it either, so it's hard to tell what it was actually on that ledge.
And back of escape here from Leslie. I put that gloves to good use already. Just more art pieces. Maybe Agina has something for us. I mean, so far it's been kind of barren. Like, we've got a sword and we've got a glove.
Another piece of art.
Yeah. Such a lovey-dovey seed. I assume that, yeah, orange is floating to 7, so he's gonna check the dam here, and then presumably minimal Worm Cave.
Yeah, he only has 1 bomb, so might be, like, have to be careful here.
Oh yeah, that's right, orange has not found the sword yet either. Maybe orange is hoping to find a weapon here in the dam, but with 1 bomb, you can't clear mini Moldrum. So he might have to go to, like, flute to 4, pick up bombs from the bomb, like the vendor south of Link's house. Oh, there's a Moon Pearl, nice.
I mean, can you kill the Moldorms with the Moon Pearl?
No. You could try to, like, you know, attract them with, like, how shiny it is into the pit, but I don't think that's gonna work.
I mean, you could always, like, play, like, bowling or something. I don't know. Like, strike. I know. Oh, well, I guess that doesn't work.
Now, theoretically, I think, as far as I know, with the B, you could get 2 mini Moldworms. If you hit that 1 bomb on the left 2, that might have been sufficient. But obviously it's better to just go buy 10 Mecha Bombs.
Yeah, because you need the bombs later on either way, so... Well, that's a pretty good enemies in here.
Oh, yes.
Hey, a mirror!
So this was basically Sahasrara's, like, jewel closet, like, just some money in the shiny mirror. Man. Mini Moldrum had a whole bunch of bombs and some cash, so...
Yeah, it's, I think Eastern Palace here might actually have some good stuff for our runners.
Well, funnily enough, with the mirror and the flute, Death Mountain and Hera is in logic. We can't full clear it because we don't have fire. So if the basement...
Oh,
wow,
my
that is
god.
absolutely nasty. Holy cow. And chat asking where the sword was, it was in the Uncle chest, not on Uncle himself. But yes, it was in the Uncle area. Oh, nice full magic refill from the fish that if you throw it back into the water.
Ouch.
But unfortunately, Leslie, yeah, those flying mushrooms that just bombard the floor is just ugh.
One of the worst enemies, I would say,
Yeah.
because you never know where they will actually drop the bombs.
Yeah, it's not like they're telegraphing anything. It's just they're spitting out those bombs, and they do a whole bunch of damage too because they're Dark World enemies.
Hey, look at that, Eastern Palace, even more piece of hearts.
At least with the flute, the track back to Ice Rock Cave that Leslie had to do once more wasn't too bad of a time loss. It would have been much worse without the flute.
Yeah, that was pretty good to have the flute early on. Blue boomerang, so another one of those items we can't really do much with. I mean, we can stun the enemies, but not much more than that.
Yeah, we need one more item to get into the Dark World, which is either the Titan's Mitt or the Hammer. We kind of need 2 more items to get into Aghanim, one of which is going to be the Lamp, for sure. And apparently Feasttown is the Green Pendant. And the other item we would need for Aghanim is either a second sword or the cape, so we can access the tower in the first place. But Agatha Tower, Dark Rooms, and Enemizer, without a lamp, no thank you.
Then, so you could see an orange there. That dark room here in Eastern Palace not nice when it's Enemizer.
Yeah, if there's, I think there was a Lionel in that dark room because I've seen like the fireball. Yeah, those are like probably one of the enemies that does the highest damage in the entire game, and we're still only in Greymail. We have a good bunch of parts, sure, but Greymail, ow.
Yeah, it's not the most fun stuff you can find in there, especially like you're saying, Greenmail only.
Yeah, like this Eastern Palace is gross. But of course, as mentioned, with the mirror, we can actually access Tower of Hera. Nothing in or on Spectacle Rock, sadly. Though I imagine an orange is going to pick up that heart container, because why wouldn't you? And we have a Dark World map check. Our 5-6 crystals are Turtle Rock and Swamp Palace, and I've seen right, Ice Palace is our 3rd pendant.
Yeah, I can confirm that Ice Palace is that last pendant. So since we're not sure what kind of boss there is in the dungeons, we don't know what if there's some enemy like boss shuffle as well. We don't know what kind of items we need.
Yeah, that's true. Might be that, say, Eastern Palace boss is not the Armos Knights, but Trinex. Oh, well, there's our Dark World access. We can't access all of the Dark World just yet. Because we can't access the eastern side. But Village of Outcasts. That said, Front of Escape still isn't large, so there might be something good there. And Orange has not made the trip to Uncle yet either. That was where Leslie found the sword.
Time for Leslie to see if he can dodge that Lionel in here.
Yeah, this is gonna be tough because it's like this. This is the circular room with the wall in between. Yeah, there's the Lionels. Yeah.
There's 2 of them.
Two Lionels. But he managed to do it. Wow. Yeah, there was only like this plant enemy and the I think like one of those Ice Palace shadow enemies that come out of the walls.
Ooh, that's a disgusting room in Skull Woods.
Oh yeah. The spike rollers make some of these rooms really nasty.
Ooh, there's a chain jump as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that is unfun in Skull Woods with those pits on top of it. Ooh. Let's see if Orange tries to get to the big chest.
Hey,
Well,
blue mail.
I mean, it's not required, but in Enemizer, it's definitely good to find the blue mail.
Pretty funny that the big key unlocks the blue mail after the room with the Lionels.
Yeah. And Orange does attempt the bomb jump, gets it, just a map in the big chests, unfortunately. There's one more room, but I'm not sure if I would try. Well, maybe it's not as nasty as Skullwoods has been so far. I like that those desert enemies are also flying around there. Alright, well, that's actually not that bad. Helmet Beetle is annoying, but you can stun it. Same with the mini Stalfos, and the Skull is, you know, whatever. Oh, well, now it's not a pain. Orange activated one of those hidden skull enemies there. The good thing about Enemizer Skullwoods is that you don't have to worry. Oh well, just as I said, you don't have to worry about wall masters. Sometimes you do have to worry about wall masters.
Yeah, it seems like that.
Yeah. That said, there can be wall masters in areas that normally don't have wall masters. So, oh man, that skull.
That's pretty rough Skullwoods, to say the least.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. With the mitts, we can access the Maya area, and we also can backdoor into desert. We can't clear it yet because we don't have a fire source, but you know. And finally got second try. Not that Orange knew what was waiting for him. And it's...
I mean, all that work for a fire shield. I don't think you're happy after that.
Oh no. Oh no. I would be very unhappy. It looks like Leslie thought about doing the front of Escape first, but then decided, you know what, I'm gonna do Village of Outcasts. Gonna follow that item I found.
He's not going to Skullwoods, though.
Wisely. There was nothing in Skullwoods but an upgraded board, so... eh. Oh well.
Wow. I mean, that blue mail that Orange just picked up could have been very useful in Skullwoods.
Oh yes. That makes it even more painful, you know? We're gonna see different... Oh, there's the second boomerang in the sea house. Fittingly, you know, it's both are C-shaped.
Yeah, and it's in the same area that they found like blue mail and blue mail, blue boomerang, blue mail in Eastern, and then there's red boomerang, red mail in Village of Outcast.
And a red rupee in the chest game. In the brewery, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, money is probably not going to be much of an issue for us in this seed. But at least we can see who has the right idea on which is the best boomerang. And we find a powder here in Thieves Town.
I mean, we could check out Magic Bat later on.
Oh, yes. Without the hammer, we have to abandon the portal, but we can mirror over.
Yeah, since we already had the flute and the mitts, it's not being... it's not going to take forever to go back. Ooh, Fire Rod.
Yeah. Now we have a fire source, and we can clear Skullwoods. And there's the guaranteed big key in the fourth chest here. I think it was 3 items in the front. So there's only one more item left.
And Leslie's going to go for it. I don't think Orange will, because Orange is missing a weapon.
Yeah. The fire rod sadly does not damage blind, and even if it did, we don't have enough magic to cast 9 shots. And that is assuming you don't miss. A Lionel in this hallway. Could be worse, but not good either.
Oh, there's so many Lionels in here.
Yeah, it's like this Enemized seat has a lot of Lionels.
So we still don't know if it's a boss shuffle or not, since we are going back here.
Yeah. That said, regardless of whether it's boss shuffle, I think in Enemizer the attic, like the light in the attic that would activate blind, is already open, so you don't have to bomb it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's one of the enemies you don't see all that often, is the green snakes. Compass. Oh well, Leslie remembered, I think. No, okay. I think Leslie remembered, but then was like, I'm not sure if it's boss shuffle or if I have to do it if boss shuffle is off. So. Oh, and Orange was doing the digging. Did you see what was there?
That was a hammer.
Oh, okay. Well.
So I mean, that's pretty huge.
That's a very important find, yeah. That also puts the last nail into Aghanim's coffin, because we can access the east side now.
So we're definitely not getting those bombs, you're saying?
I mean, they might still be not finding any more rupees and suddenly be out of bombs.
So the dream is still alive.
Orange is going to do the smith chain here for us, while yeah, like, you never feel good doing this dungeon, and yeah, so the maiden is gone because we don't have to rescue her. Oh, and a small key. I don't think we've found a map yet, so that might be in that chest, in the big chest. And I think Leslie's very much hoping that is going to be the case. You never feel good going into Thief's Town without hammer.
Yeah, that's not a good feeling, because you could have missed out on a very important item.
Yeah, and if there is an item in there, it's going to be in the back of your head the entire time, and but you basically orphan it because it's so deep into the dungeon.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And we're going to see if we have boss shuffle. Maybe.
Still a question mark.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to think it's not a boss shuffle.
Yeah, probably not. And of course, without the little cutscene where you can position yourself behind blind, it's actually a lot harder to fight blind and stick to the script. Heart piece. Okay, I think that means that the map is in the big chest, which is good.
We got the green pendant as well, so there could be an important item there.
Yep. And according to chat, since the maiden wasn't there, it is boss shuffle.
Interesting. Well, then again, I don't really know that much about boss shuffle, so...
Orange is gonna do those dark overworld checks, while Leslie is gonna find their hammer momentarily.
Well, Leslie can feel good now that you already cleared out the Thieves Town and forgot all the items, and then you're just digging up a shovel there. That's a pretty good feeling.
Yeah. And we're gonna see Hype Cave here on Orange's side. Yeah, it's nice, especially because it's a pendant Thieves Town too. Oh, there's the Ice Rod and Ether, which may or may not be required. We don't know yet.
But it is interesting that you find Ice Rod and Ether in the same place. That's pretty fun.
Are you suggesting that this is gonna be the TR starter kit cave?
I mean, it kind of feels like it, right? I mean, depending on if you need Ether and Ice Rod this seed, that's a pretty decent hype cave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, Ether itself isn't can be useful as well, especially in Enemizer, because you can clear out very obnoxious rooms with it. So having a medallion, even if we don't need it to access Mire or TR, could still end up useful.
Oh yeah, definitely. Orange is going to Mini Molten Cave because he missed out on the items in there, but he's not having any bombs, so not going to be able to bomb the wall there.
Yep. Oh, so so Orange ran into exactly the same problem that Orange ran into earlier when doing Salter checks.
Yeah, exactly.
Out of bombs. Oops. But luckily, it's not much of a track to get 10-pack, and also not much of a track to get back to Minimal Worm. So looks like Orange opts not to go buy bombs and instead is going. You know what? May as well continue in the Dark World. Pod has a lot of items too.
Hopefully it's not bow locked. Well, I mean, we do already have a bottle, but still.
Oh well, that's true. There are bombs in this shop. I totally forgot about that. Pretty expensive though. That's 100 rupees for 10-pack, rather than 50 as the Light World merchants charge.
I mean, in this, we might have to do Aga for those 3 bombs later on.
You're not giving up on that one, are you?
Nope. The dream is still alive.
We're gonna see the pyramid. The question is, will Orange go to Catfish first, or dive into Pod?
I think he might do... Well, there's bombos. That's pretty nice.
Another one of those might be useful or not. I mean, bombos definitely is good for screen nuking, like where Ether only freezes most of the enemies. Bombos just explodes them.
I would say it was pretty interesting that Orange didn't go and check the front of Escape now, or check Uncle when he was in the pyramid area.
Oh yeah, may as well have been mirroring over. Do that real quick, and then mirror back out and continue on. But especially since Orange did not pick up Uncle yet either, so front of Escape is an even more stacked check.
Yeah, it looks like Orange is going to play swordless for a while, a little while longer.
Yeah, I'm hoping for Orange that Pod is bow locked, because that will steer them away from doing Pod.
Oh yeah, that. Oh right. Can you even do the bottle stuff when you're only having a beat? I don't think you can, right?
You need a potion, yeah.
Yeah. So this is a pretty dead dungeon if it's bow locked.
It's not.
Interesting. And Shad is correct, it's Enemized. We might not have to do the bottle glitch.
Oh yeah, we actually don't have to do the bottle. You're right. I totally forgot about that. I'm so used to regular pod. It's true. There can't be any enemies that require the bow to kill. So the right side is never bow locked. The boss is, however, because we do have to hit the statue.
Hey, there's a sword in pod.
Nice. That means that if Leslie also dips into pod, they will be up to Master Sword. But Leslie is doing what you suggested earlier, which is doing front of escape, marrying over from the pyramid there.
It feels like if you haven't checked front of escape, routing in pyramid and front of escape is a pretty common thing to do.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, that exploding Octorok balloon in one of those narrow hallways. Oh, it's one of those shield-eating plants, and the stalkers. Oh, Orange is so gonna regret not doing front of escape.
Yeah, that's going to take a while until he finds the boots. So that puts Desert Palace in logic now, and to like beat it and get all the items.
We can full clear desert now. Orange is gonna make use of that fairy pawn in here. Reasonable.
So the map is in that chest there, so there's a item in Dark Cross.
Yeah, we found the key and we found the map, so those dungeon items are found, and as such, there is going to be an item in the Dark Cross. We still haven't found the lamp.
But Dark Cross is in logic thanks to that fire rod.
Oh yeah, that's true. Alright, that is one of the changes with V for 31. Advanced logic now can require that you beat dark rooms with the fire rod. The lamp can be behind those, which is in Enemized unfun. And Orange, yeah, those desert golems are very annoying to fight on a bridge like that.
Yeah, and at the end of it, there's one of those big spikes as well.
And there's, oh my god, look at that!
Who even, like, who hurt you that made this seed? Like,
is this boss's castle? Pokies? Chain chomps?
I mean, that's the most brutal thing I've ever seen, to be honest.
Oh boy. Fire bar. Oh man, this is annoying. And all for 20 rupees. Oh. At least it should have paid out with something, you know?
That was pretty disgusting, that room.
Yeah, it was like a pokey bouncing around, the chain chomps, the Stalfos dropped down as well. Oh yeah, okay, this, I'm not sure you can get past this without doing either the Heme Jump or having an invincibility item, actually.
Yeah, I think you need one of those, like, I think you actually need to, like, you know, hammer jump, or maybe just get a cape. And Orange is just doing the correct move here and be like, yeah, I'm just going to leave here. And I'm not going to waste more time.
You can bomb jump into bomb damage boost into it, I guess. Yeah, but still, like that is definitely also not a very very friendly room. Like this Enemized so far has been pretty brutal.
It's not a friendly Enemized, that's for sure.
Yeah. It started with such promise, with like having like just a thief and some popos in the chicken hut, but then it all went downhill from there.
Good thing our runners didn't do that Dark Cross with like in the beginning.
Oh yeah, with those change ups down there. Oh boy. We're gonna see some flank Shuri checks in from Leslie. With those newly found shiny boots. Picks up the 300 rupees. I mean, not quite yet Zora money as Leslie picks it up, so worth investing in. And Orange is making the plunge into Top Hera. Man, Orange is just getting wailed on so hard. Already back to 1 heart only. Has to be very careful now.
Yeah, it's going to get his coffee break here.
Yeah, it's gonna get the coffee break, but still has to be very careful. There is still that one room before the torch room and the torch room itself, which does have randomized enemies in it, which can be very difficult, considering we're only down to 1 heart. Normally, be like, yeah, whatever, 1 heart's fine, but also, Enemizer changes up the tile patterns and looks like we're getting a sad face.
But that's a friendly room, at least.
Yeah, it's also an appropriate expression of this scene.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, just some popos here in the back here, so whatever.
Meyer medallion. We got not. I guess we will have to wait and see what that one is. Okay, Quake. So we got all 3 medallions.
Yeah, I guess that's why Leslie didn't check. Maybe Leslie checked the selection, we missed it, and knew there was Quake on there. So whatever it, And I was gonna say, is Leslie gonna do desert before checkerport? But no, he's gonna check checkerport first, and then most likely gonna dive into Desert Palace. It's a crystal dungeon. We can full clear it, get both items out of it, and beat boss.
And hopefully you just get that Kingdom of Moria in there, and you can just clear out next dungeon.
Yeah. That would be good, but Darkroom, Misery Mire, and Enemizer, I don't know.
I mean, the lamp could be in there, if we're lucky.
Yeah, well, I guess. So we did find the second item in Top Hera here, which was just 20 rupees. But we do have to still kill Moldarm, or whatever is replacing Moldarm. Oh yeah, it's actually not sure we can beat the Desert Palace boss. That's true, I totally forgot about that.
And that's one Mothula for you in...
Oh. Well, I mean, Mothula isn't too bad without the conveyors and the spikes, so... Though this arena still is a bit of a pain, so... Because even though you're not as likely to fall off, there's still like you have to avoid the pit in the center, and Mothula might be hugging like that corner.
Yeah, but hey, we got our first crystal.
Indeed. Not our first boss, but the first crystal goes to Orange.
And Desert Palace is boots locked.
That is correct. course, Orange still has to do the front of his cape to get both that Master Sword and the boots. Why are you hunting that tech type?
I think that the one is like, I don't think they're friends, Leslie and that one.
So, also personal vendetta against that tech type. I see.
Yeah, I think so. It felt like it.
And of course, with the hammer in hand, we can access the east side of the hill. Oh man!
Did somebody say explosions?
I didn't know this was a Michael Bay movie. Orange taking the walk of shame.
Ooh, there's a chain chomp right below the chest.
So spike roll is for good measure. Oh, I like that. One thing I like about the Enemized is that sometimes the enemies and bosses change palettes, and the dancing pickles. I used to know their name, but I forgot it. They are orange in Desert Palace, which is pretty cool. Well, Leslie's not happy about what they found in the cannonball room.
Yeah, I wouldn't be happy either, to be honest.
Meanwhile, Orange finds the mirror shield in Paradox Cave. Now, this is actually a shield that might come in handy because it can block the Lionel shots, and we've seen like a whole bunch of Lionels, so...
Yeah, we have seen a little bit of too much of them. There's a Master Sword.
Well, looks like it's likely that both of our runners are going to end up with Tempered Sword. Because I do imagine both of them will clear that section of Pod and the Paradox Cave.
Yeah, most likely. There's not much places to go right now that's in logic for our runners. Leslie needs to be careful here.
Oh, yes. Ooh. Okay, good. And got a heart as well. Let's see what the boss of Desert Palace is going to be.
That is going to be interesting.
Yep. Meanwhile, we're going to see what Medallion Turtle Rock is going to require, and we're also going to see, presumably...
Oh, Cole's there.
Oh, hello! Very fitting for Desert Palace, the ice boss. And it looks like Ether was actually indeed the entrance to Turtle Rock, so that was the Turtle Rock starter kit in Hive Cave.
I told you, it's gotta be something like that, right?
Yeah, so Fighter Sword does not do a lot of damage to Coast there. And
yeah, needs to be careful here.
Hammer is a bit hard to land if you have 3 puffs on the string as well.
Oof. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a second bee in a bottle in Super Funny Cave, and that's it. Unfortunately, without the boots, Orange can't check that lower chest in Hookshot Cave as well.
So Leslie said no to trying one more time with Cold Stare, which I understand.
Oh yes. We just Fighter Sword, even though with you have bombos and or maybe Les is like, you know what? Screw this. I'm gonna buy magic potions and just fire him to death.
I mean, I approve that. Like, I honestly approve that.
And finally, Orange has a bomb for Minimal Run Cave. But even though stocking up on potions, Leslie opts not to do cold stare just yet. I understand that, because even though it's a crystal, we found both of the items in Desert Palace. So you may as well route it in later when you're doing Mive.
Yeah, I understand why, and there's so many checks up here on the mountain he can do. He can also check that one check in Hookshot Cave that Orange couldn't do.
Yeah. It looks like Orange is making the trip to the Mire area now. Might also dip into Desert. Perhaps Orange feels like checking what the medallion is. Oops. It's also Ether. So
Well,
the quick medallion, just, whatever. The boots were in the front of Escape, as was that sword that Orange has not gotten yet, even though Orange now has the lead in numbers of sword. Orange thinks, okay, I mean, that brings me up to Zora money, may as well pick it up. Which is, of course, something that might be required still. We haven't seen Catfish or Zora yet. So both runners retracing each other's steps. Make sure you follow both of our... oh, the command isn't working, but still, make sure to follow Orange and Leslie Crow. I'm gonna try and see if I can get somebody to fix the bot.
so where do you think they will find the next progression?
Well, what do we have access to? We can access Ice Palace. Out of logic, though, because we don't have the flippers. Back of Skull Wolves is still open. Misery Mire is open. We can't clear any of these dungeons potentially, but they're all open. A lot of them.
Yeah, that's true.
The only actually without the lamp it's going to be a pain, but we could do Eastern as well. The only dungeon we can't access at all is Turtle Rock, because we need the cane, of course, and Swamp Palace. So and yes, we do have boss shuffle, as you're going to see on Leslie's screen right now, who's going to fight Mothula in Molarm's arena.
Going for that hammer strats instead of fire sword.
Ooh, it has to be careful. Yeah, if Mothula hugs like that little nook on the left there, it's gonna be annoying. But Leslie just wails Mothula down, whacks it with the fly swatter there. And there are the boots for Orange, who is not very happy about finding that.
Yeah, just finding those boots super late. Well, for him it's super late, but he could have easily got them earlier, so he maybe feels a little bit, frustrated. Well, I hope Orange is not going for Dark Rose. I really hope so, because that's
Oh man. Yeah, that is a hellhole.
Well, I guess going to Bag of Skull Woods is pretty good. I guess we got one more item, right, for that dungeon?
I can't recall. Skullwoods was kind of a mess, so I. Oh, and we have the bot fixed. Thank you, Miss Metroid. So yeah, follow Leslie and Orange. Go, do it now. And no, we have not seen Catfish nor Zora yet. The only fish we've seen so far is the flopping fish you can throw into the water, which gives us a full magic refill.
Yeah, we have seen a lot of those.
Yeah. And Orange also noticing, oh boy.
Ooh. Whew.
And on half a heart, just clutches it out. But also finds, of course, the disappointment of bloody just big 20 on there.
I mean, Red, wouldn't you be happy to find a big 20 after going through that hellhole?
Maybe. They're really short on cash, maybe. But not if I already have 500 something rupees. So yeah, I mean, technically we still have some checks in pot as well. It's just that Orange didn't get past that spike trap. So
yeah, that's a pretty nasty bridge, to be honest.
yeah. And Leslie also just using the opportunity to just open up Tribal Rock here. Me as well.
I'm guessing that Orange is going to go for Skullwoods now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do think there might have been one item in the back there, but I'm not entirely sure.
We never saw the green pennant turn in, right?
Yeah, after, except for that one dip into Eastern that Leslie did, where they found the blue mail, they have not been back to the Eastern area at all. So there's still all of Pod, there is Henning in the green pendant, the pyramid. No, actually, they were on the pyramid, that's true. Now I think about it, because they have bombos. But they did not do Catfish.
Oh, nice. Pretty good spike there. Because
even with the hook shot, it would be annoying. Oh yeah, okay, that was not worth it. And Leslie expresses as such. Yeah, with those anti-fairies, I would probably take the slow rod as well. That's a pain. Oh no, actually, it's not to dodge the anti-fairies; it's to get the magic jar in the bottom right. Luckily, there's no Gypters to bother us. Just those Ice Palace shades.
oh, the slowdown in this room.
Oh yeah, with the 3 fire bars? Are you kidding? And the dead rock for good measure. Oh boy.
Oh, we got Lamolas in Skullwoods.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it could have been worse. This at least is like a fairly you know, a fairly easy boss.
Yeah, you just need to be careful of those spikes.
Oh yes. Down goes the wooden lawnmowers. Kind of like termites, I guess. Just a compass, but we do get our second crystal here on Orange's side.
Looks like Leslie's going to go back to Cold Stare and maybe dip into Mr. Meyer.
And with one item left in Skull Woods, it has to be in that chest. Yeah, it looks like Leslie is gonna have another showdown with Cold Stare here. Get their revenge.
And the last item is Go Woods. Single
Was unique.
arrow.
Was unique.
Yeah.
And Leslie's just off to see, you know what? I'm gonna ether this. Was waiting for that wall shade, but I think he caught all of them in that ether blast, so no need.
Yeah, and this time around with Cold Stare, it's going to be a lot easier fight.
Oh yes. Leslie even went and stocked up on potions before going in here. So, Master Sword, bombos, potions, everything someone could need to beat Cold Stare. Even has full hearts. Unlike earlier where Leslie already came in damaged. Oh, this is a really bad pattern of Cold Stare there. Yeesh.
Hey, last item in Desert Palace, single rupee.
Oh, I thought we got two. Huh. Must have miscounted then.
But first crystal for Leslie.
Indeed.
That's the second one, because he cleared out Mothla in Tower of Pharaoh.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. The tracker must have eaten that that input.
Well, Leslie's going to say, well, I don't have many places to go, so let's just go into Meyer.
Wonder where Orange is gonna head up next after clearing those overworld checks.
Ooh, that chain jump.
Oh, that is a disgust. Man, there's been so many chain chomps and Lionels in this seed. Crazy. Question: how many people in the race? I think it's, if I'm counting this correctly, 17. Yeah, we need hookshot, we need the bow. We definitely need the bow because we have to get into the back of Pod. And a Cane of Sumaria. And Lamp would be nice too, and we need flippers as well. So still, you know, decently far to go. And it looks like Orange was doing, I think it was the splash deletion there. Or was it the current jump? I don't know.
It was the good old current jump, and we actually need flippers, I just noticed, because Swamp Palace is a crystal.
Yeah, we need hookshot and flippers and Sumerian bow. Absolutely. And a lamp. I mean, would you really not want to do any of these dark rooms without a lamp? In Pod, in Mire, in Trevor Rock. Well, in Trevor Rock, it's not too bad. But yeah, still a bunch to go.
I mean, depending with like all the Lionels and all the chain chomps we have seen, I would not do a single dark room in this game.
I mean, and a lot of there was chain jumps in the dark rooms, so you know, and Lionels as well. And just rupees on catfish, but we still have one more fish to go. Heart container on the Zora ledge. I think if you come here and you get flippers, you might as well pick this up. Or if you already have flippers. There's a lot of Octoroks here. Fittingly enough for CDL Link. He's so hungry he could eat an Octorok.
That is very fitting, to say the least. And there's a third bottle on Zora. I don't think it's worth 500 rupees, but
yeah, that's also 3 for 3 for bees.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Sadly, Leslie took a death there in Mire, but with like all those Hinoxes... What is the plural of Hinox? What do you think? Hinoxes? Heine?
Hinoxes? I mean, Hinoxes sounds legit, I would say.
Hinox? Oh yeah, Hinoxen. Could be Hinoxen too. I'll go with that. So, with all those Hinoxen and stuff here... Yeah, there's also those bomb guards. Those are not actually in the game. They are in the game's files, but they're unused. But Enemizer adds them to potential enemies. And we're on to the cutscene chest. Looks like Orange is gonna make the plunge into Desert Palace now. We'll find... I don't think there was anything valuable in Desert Palace, was there?
No. I would say a piece of heart and then that single rupee, so it's nothing he will get happy with. Oh, there's flippers.
Well then.
So, did anybody say Swamp Palace? Without a hookshot? Or do you want to do Ice Palace?
Both are pretty gross prospects. Oh, also, yeah, sorry, it was the cannon guards, not the bomb guards. There's like guards that have cannonballs that they shoot. Those are the ones I meant. Sorry, not the bomb guard. I haven't found the big key yet. Gotta go do it again. Yeah, with the flippers, I mean, we do have a lot of flipper checks to do as well with those. So there's a Hobo, there is, I don't think we've seen Halia Island. There is the Waterfall Cave. Leslie probably will do the Zora check there as well and find another bottle. But might get that heart container on the ledge as well. Maybe, actually, maybe not. 11 hearts in red mail? Probably not, actually.
I mean, maybe... I mean... That's a... Good question.
Yeah, do you do that? But looks like Leslie instead is... Huh? Wait, what? Oh, Henning in a green pendant. Yeah, Henning in a green pendant, of course.
It might do Desert Palace? Not Desert. Eastern... No, Eastern is just a... No,
Yeah,
never mind.
Easton is just dependent, so.
Well,
yeah. You can have one of those backs. And yeah, it's true. Leslie did full clear Eastern Palace outside of doing the boss, so.
Orange having a little bit easier time with Cold Stare since Orange got that Tempered Sword.
Yep.
I gotta say, with the lack of crystals in this stage, you can clearly tell that this Enemized is not easy to play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, honestly, like a room like this in Skullwoods here is already enough to give me the heebie-jeebies and never play Enemized.
Yeah, if I was playing this one, I would probably just given up already.
Yeah.
This is a little bit too much for me to handle.
I find it interesting that in the end, both of them are retracing each other's steps, looking for the same item, basically, but doing it in different order. So now we have Orange going into Mire, while Leslie is clearing out Skullwoods, which Orange already did earlier.
Yeah, because we're not going to find anything new here, at least.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to do, especially for Orange, to do Mire now that they cleared out Desert Palace as well.
Yeah. And also picking up those flippers that Orange doesn't know he will pick up yet, but still.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I still don't know if... I think I would do Swamp first before diving into Ice Palace, because Ice Palace is pendant.
Yeah, that's a tricky question, to be honest, because at the same time it's Swamp Palace and you don't have a hookshot.
I mean, it's still a lot of items you can get out of Swamp Palace, even hookshot-less. And there might... Oh, Leslie got too greedy and got wall mastered there. Even with without the hookshot, there's still a lot of items you can pull out of Swamp Palace, and there might be a hookshot in Swamp Palace, since you know, the options are starting to thin out here.
Yeah, there gotta be something somewhere. Or maybe it's just like the rest of Pod that we couldn't even check out.
And there's also, of course, the fact that Ice Palace also might be hookshot locked. So unless you know how to do that bomb jump across that room with the Baris, the red Baris, which, you know, that's the less used Ice Palace bomb jump. That's the one that not everybody probably knows how to do. So, yeah.
I mean, I think it would be pretty funny if there's a bow in, like, after the bridge in Pod.
Yeah, that would be like rubbing it in, you know. This seed has been so rude already, but that would just be rubbing it in.
So Leslie's going to go up against Lambolas here.
Yeah. Does not have the tempered sword that Orange had, so we'll have I mean, it's not like my most hard boss, but you know. Oh, and Leslie is taking out another vendetta here against that dead rock, pottering it, killing it.
Understandable.
So yeah, if you have the opportunity, you may as well. You know. Oh, that wasn't a double hit fire out there? I think it might have been.
Pretty sure it was, to be honest. It at least looked like it.
Yeah, they were layered on top of each other, so... But Lamulas is down for Leslie. So, both of the runners converging in terms of how many crystals they have. Leslie now 3, and 3 on Orange's side as well.
I mean, now it's time for the flip locations, right?
Yeah, that it would be kind of funny that if the runners now basically converge with each other and like do the flipper locations. And ooh, Orange dice and Misery Mire. That is like those first couple of rooms in Misery Mire is such a pain to clear, especially with that chain jump just camping the bloody ledge.
I mean, this what is his seed?
Yeah, like like that was super rude too. That the chain jump just knocked Orange into the pit, insta killing him. And Orange is like, you know what? Screw this. I'm out. See. It looks like Leslie is gonna do the Highland Island first. Looks like Orange is doing basically the same.
Chain of Burnout, so that we can actually do that bridge now in pod.
Yeah, we can do that bridge in pod without having to bomb damage boost through it, hopefully. But and I think Leslie has not done Catfish yet, so that's why Leslie is taking the Dark World route here. Leslie's gonna mirror over to Hobo here, and then take the walk to Catfish and mirror over to Zora's area. While Orange is just doing the light road path here.
I think Orange is going to head the way to Waterfall Fair, because that's one check we haven't seen yet.
Yeah. Yeah, Leslie's also gonna do that while like gonna Catfish, then mirror over to the Waterfall and then Zora. And then the big question becomes, Swamp or Ice Palace? Which one are you gonna do first? I mean, Leslie still has Pod, so maybe Leslie's gonna opt for doing Pod. But Orange, very likely, I would argue, is gonna go to one of those flipper locked dungeons. Free blue potion here on the Waterfall Fair, eh? Nice, nice. Looks like Orange is thinking where to go now.
Where is Orange actually going?
Thieves Town, I assume. Orange only did the front of Thieves Town, but did not do the back. So there's one item in the back still for Orange, and the green pendant. So that's what I would assume Orange is gonna do here. So if you were Leslie, would you pick up that heart container?
Most likely, yes.
Me too.
There's been too much stuff that I've killed them already, so one more heart container could actually be the difference.
Yeah. Orange did get the Desert Palace.
Is Leslie going for Ice Palace?
Looks like it. I'm not sure. I mean, as I said, like my logic would have been Swamp Palace has more checks, even without the hook shot. While like you can get at most 3 items here in Ice Palace, and this is a pendant dungeon as well, and of course this dungeon may be hookshot locked or Sumaria locked, at least logically.
Yeah, this could be something else. I mean, it could be progression in here, but maybe not the progression they want/need.
I guess. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think I would have gone to Pod first if I was there. But, you know. And yes, Leslie did not get go to Pod yet, and the thirds are dead. Orange Gut was there. So.
This is a pretty nasty room here.
Yeah, those desert plants on ice physics is like there's no way of saying who has the lead right now. We're looking for so many items still, and both runners have roughly cleared about the same, except that Orange cleared some parts of Pod, and Leslie is not doing Ice Palace. And that, yeah, basically whoever. Orange already did blind. We're doing Enemizer with boss shuffle, and so the boss room does not, like the little attic bomb floor does not have to be broken up. So Orange just went in and killed the boss, which was vanilla blind, and is doing the rest of TT now. This room at least is not too difficult without that rotating fire bar.
It makes that room a little bit nicer, but there's that fire bar. So, yeah, nice surprise, right? Ooh, this room is not looking fantastic.
Gipto, yeah, I would pull out the big guns here too. And Leslie isn't even gonna bother picking up the hearts. Looks like Orange is opting for Swamp Palace.
Yeah, it looks like it.
You're gonna see whose play is gonna pay off.
And I'm pretty sure with the logic here, the Ice Palace is hookshot locked. Pretty sure. I'm so confused with the logic in this dungeon.
Yeah, the key logic in Ice Palace is not easy. This is like the only dungeon I don't really wrap my hand around in terms of its logic. Could be a card refill.
Leslie said no to the rest of the dungeon, so I would assume that it is hookshot locked.
So the question for Leslie is now, do we go Pot or do we go Swamp? And the thing is, there are still a bunch of checks in pod that Orange has not been able to do because of that spike trap on the bridge, on the collapsing bridge.
Leslie only got one item, and it was a piece of heart in Ice Palace.
Mm-hmm. And we didn't find the big key either.
Yeah, we found the compass and the map, and so nothing we really want to go like further in and maybe risk more enemies that will kill you.
Yeah. Yeah, Ice Palace is one of those dungeons where if you die in while you're fairly deep in, it's a very costly affair. And yeah, the big key can't be on the Ice Palace. If it's a something about the first chest in Ice Palace that you open up in that room with the Pengators. I think if that one is a small key, it's hookshot locked or something. The only thing that I do know is that if there's a small key on Cold Stare, it's Samaria locked. At least technically, if you don't do the bomb jump.
See, that's why I don't think about the logic of keys in Outlaw Dungeon, because bomb jumps exist, so...
Yeah. Say, yeah, I mean, it's technically locked by this item, but, you know...
Here's a Tempered Sword for Leslie. Nothing that really... It's a nice thing to have, but it's not a progression.
And so far, Swamp has been a bust as well. So we're gonna go to the left side here and see maybe it's a vanilla or French vanilla hookshot. Yes, we've seen these entire Smith chain. I think both runners did it indeed. So there was nothing on that Smith chain, sadly. Ooh, Orange has to be very careful now. It's down to half a heart. And that room on top where you push the block out of the way can be a pain in Enemizer, because there might be some really nasty enemies up there. Ooh, a shovel! Oh, that's right! Orange found the shovel too, didn't they? So
yeah, and they never checked the shovel spot.
We've never seen the shovel spot. Interesting. Oh, we did get a dig spot. Thanks.
Ooh, there's a bow in left side.
Well then, hello there, darling.
So that's interesting, I would say.
Yeah, bow. I mean, it's not required. Okay, you can get past this. You just have to damage boost into it. All right, good to know. Yes, we've seen the bow. I mean, there is no bow-locked side in pod in Enemizer. Only the back is bow-locked.
There's Kane.
Oh, there's the Cane of Samaria.
Now it seems to open up a little bit.
Yeah, so that hookshot is still at large, but that's basically the only thing we need still. Between all of our runners here. It looks like Orange is going to pick up that Cane of Berna.
Pretty funny that we haven't seen the lamp yet.
Yeah, it's interesting actually, isn't it? I wonder where that lamp is.
Oops. I don't think that was... Did actually Leslie one... Not sure if Leslie actually wanted to dip out or not.
I think Leslie was a Dark Maze. I don't know if I want to do this. And actually, maybe Leslie was counting items and knew, okay, there can only be a map and stuff in there. I don't know.
But hey, we're going to a Turtle Rock now.
Oh yes. So Leslie still needs the bow out of Swamp Palace, left side swamp no less, while Orange is on the lookout for Sumaria and Pod and a hookshot as well. We don't know where the hookshot is.
I think I have to agree with Chad that it might be in Turtle Rock.
That is very possible, yeah. That is 5 items in the dungeon plus Mimic Cave.
And I've kind of learned that as of late, there's always something inside of Mimic Cave that's like progression-wise, so it wouldn't surprise me. Well, let's see. New dungeon, new items, maybe? Question mark?
Oh, I was muted. Oopsie daisy.
Oops, all dungeons.
I was gonna say, it's true. The pedestal could have the hookshot if Ice Palace isn't the hookshot lock. I'm not sure actually if it is.
I think it is actually, according to Chad as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And we already saw the bonk chest. Yeah, I think it was piece if I remember right.
It might be something like that. It wasn't useful at all.
It was rubbish.
But there's the book.
More fetch quests to do. I mean, at least the Ether tablet isn't too far away. The Bombos tablet is not that far of a trek.
I would actually put Leslie in a good spot to check the Bombos tablet and get the bow in Left Side Swamp.
That is true. The chain jump on the little platform section is also pretty nasty.
We have seen a lot of chain jumps.
Yeah, for sure. Meanwhile, the chain jump from just the Stalfos and Orange has to be careful now. It's without 1 heart, and a lot of these enemies do a ton of damage. Truckload.
Well, this is interesting to just see where is that hook shot.
Oh yes.
Because that's all we need right now, because we know where all the items are.
Yep. Obviously, a lamp and some silvers would be comfy, but, you know, it's not required.
Well, there's the lamp.
Well, speaking of the lamp, Leslie is not very happy finding that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but it feels like Leslie wanted to have the lamp a little bit earlier.
Oh man. That's probably like the deepest the lamp could have been buried in. But at least we don't have to do the platform room with in the dark there, because that one can have some very nasty. And with all the chain jumps and Lionels we've seen this seed, looks like Orange is opting to do Pod instead, finishing that one up. Of course, with the bow, Orange can actually finish Pod.
Let's see if Mimic Cave has the hook shot or not.
It's those. We've seen a lot of those as well. Those Ice Palace shade enemies.
Oh,
Well,
oh.
There's the second bow.
And
Not a question.
Leslie's not happy yet with that either.
Yeah, Leslie just used up all of their bombs too. But yeah, that is interesting. Orange might end up being the one with silvers, while Leslie might skip them because they're in the other bow is in left side swamp.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Leslie will not check left side swamp. If he finds a hookshot here or on the tablets, he's not going to check left side swamp.
And Orange using the Kinoburna as you mentioned earlier.
You cannot really blame him because
Yeah.
we know that that place is really disgusting.
Oh,
with
well. Of course there's a chain jump in this platform room. Why wouldn't there be?
Well, at least we can't complain that we haven't seen, like, there's been a lack of chain jumps.
Yeah, this is almost like a Mario game at this point. It's an anti-fairy in the laser bridge, replacing that helmet beetle. Nice map and compass there, laser bridge.
Let's see if we actually do have a Trinix or not this seed.
I mean, we haven't seen all that many bosses yet. Like, there's still some bosses at large. So Trinix still could be in here or in any of the other dungeons we have to be, or in Gen's Tower as well. So might be a boss we can't beat it if it's Argus. You know.
Oh, double dipping TR? No, thank you. Oh, Lamellos again, okay.
I do like that purple shade they have in this room and the one we fought them earlier in.
Yeah, I love it as well. Oh, there's a hook shot.
Well then,
Leslie is in go mode.
1 hour 36 minutes, some seconds. Go mode for Leslie Pro. That means Orange needs to go to Rock basically. That's it. So that was 2 items we kind of wanted in Turtle Rock, because of course.
Because it's Turtle Rock, of course, yeah.
And Leslie gonna do Pod now.
Yeah, from on now, it's just going to be pretty quick.
Yeah.
Like, clear out the dungeons. You don't need to look for more items.
Yeah, at this point, Leslie's gonna be going straight to the back side of Pod and to the boss, and then Gomo Swamp, and just go to the boss and Myers. It's already full cleared. So yeah, That also means that Leslie is very, very not likely to find the sub arrows, while Orange is, I would say, decently likely to find it.
Yeah, Orange will find it because they will have to go to Turtle Rock either way.
Yeah, I mean they might opt to skip Mimic Cave, but what would you? You know?
Yeah, I don't think you would actually skip out of Mimic Cave.
Yeah, considering you're still looking for the hook shot. Orange is not in go mode because Orange still needs to pick up the hook shot from Turtle Rock. And would probably also be happy to find that lamp.
Yeah, that lamp is going to speed up a lot of stuff for Leslie here.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a Vitreous.
Yep. And luckily there's no goop. Like, the spikes are still there. Gotta be careful there a bit, but it's you can just stand in a safe spot and swing away at the eyes. Don't really have to care too much about Vitreous's lightning.
And there goes the Vitreous down for Orange. That's his fourth crystal?
Yep. And hot on Orange's heel here is Leslie. And Leslie came in with a bit more magic, so can just use the burner strats here, where you just stand inside of Vitreous and swing away the eyes. I like the cane, the cape strats more, where you dash, but we have not found the cape, so.
Yeah, it feels like we're not going to find that cape either.
I might find it in GT or something.
Yeah, probably. So for Orange here, it's going to be a Dark Room of Mire as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Orange opted to go to Mire before TR, which admittedly is not a play I fully understand. But, you know. And Leslie's gonna do Swamp, then clear out Mire, and then call it a day. After getting some bacon. And of course, Orange already has cleared Mire, so can just go and go to the boss room.
Yeah, from now on, it's just going to be go to the boss, so it's should be pretty free now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. Orange hasn't found the big key yet. That's why he went there.
He took a unfortunate death there in the beginning of the chain jump last time.
That's true. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's true. So not fully cleared Mire, but mostly cleared Mire.
Nice health refill here.
Yeah,
actually.
convenient heart piece. He's gonna make going down to Vitreous or whatever Vitreous is replaced by a bit easier. If it's Argus, that's gonna be very painful for Orange.
Yeah, that would be heartbreaking for Orange.
And of course, being in Go mode, none of this chests interest Leslie. I imagine Leslie might pick up stuff like that waterfall room chest that like takes just a couple seconds, in the hopes to find the silver arrows to make Ganon a bit comfy. But other than that, I don't think there's any item checks. Another chain chomp. Wow.
I feel like they placed the chain chomps this seed very like to the exit, so like you have to deal with it.
And in narrow rooms. Yeah, I figured that Leslie would do this. So close and yet so far, Leslie. You would have had to go over left side to get those silvers. Not that they would have saved Leslie any time.
Yeah, the only time it would save is on the Ganon fight, so like you're saying, it wouldn't save that much time.
I mean, there are a few bosses that might would be a bit easier to fight with silvers. Oh hey, look at that! We have synced Armo's fights! Well, hello there.
Well, that sounds fantastic.
But Orange ran out of arrows, so we'll have to resort to burner strats. But still, that is pretty funny. That said, arrows are actually going to be a scarce resource because Leslie is going to Mire now, where there's going to be a whole bunch more Armor's Knight's Wedding, while Orange is probably going to finally go to Turtle Rock to pick up their lamp, hookshot, and silvers.
Orange is actually going for the old man here.
Interesting. It's really likely that Leslie isn't even going to rescue the old man.
Yeah, well, at least we got to see what the old man is having this seed. I mean, at this point, could not be anything important.
Yeah, like the best that we could hope for is like, I don't know, butter maybe, or the cake.
Half magic.
Oh yeah, half magic would be nice. That's true. Well, it was pocket change. Not even anything good.
Yeah, we got scanned. We got pretty much scanned for saving an old man that went into a cave without a lamp.
And we're gonna see on Leslie's side what actually was in the dark heart of Mire. Oh, just a ball and chain there. It's not too.
Yeah, that was pretty much free.
Yeah, and no, just a blob here instead of the spike. And since Leslie already, or rather did not push the crystal switch upstairs, can just walk in there right away. Yeah, this was actually not a bad Mire dark room. Could have been a lot worse if there was like Lionels or chain chomps.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised that there were no more Lionels or chain chomps down there.
Orange finally is gonna go to the rock.
I wonder what goes through Leslie's mind now when he sees another Armus fight.
With 9 arrows. Oh, Leslie's just gonna use the fire rod. I was halfway hoping for some Mario strats here, but you know that works. Well, out of magic, out of basically anything.
Could just use your boomerang, to be honest. That would be fun to see.
Yeah, would take forever though, because the boomerang does so little damage to him. And that is the 7th crystal for Leslie Pro. You know what it means?
Is that the time when you do a game thing, right? With chat?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
It is when you... Yeah, you can explain it.
Okay. There are 22 locations in Ganon's Tower in which the big key that we need could be hiding. And here on the Speed Gaming Network, and in regards to random in general, we like to play a little game and guess. And whoever wins, you know, gets our love and admiration. So, Nilsson Alex, where do you think the big key is going?
Tile room.
Tyler, oh. Yeah. I'm gonna say Armos, behind Ice Armos, because I want to see all 3 Ganon's Tower bosses.
Well, that's pretty mean if there's another Armus fight.
Well, I mean, which bosses haven't we seen at all yet? Helmasaur we haven't seen, I think. Argus.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Tranix yet. I think that's it.
Yeah, that has to be it. Is Leslie looking for silvers?
And yes, Tranix can be on the Ice Arm room, I think. And yeah, I assume so. It's like not Huckshire Cave's not that bad of a check. You know, it's and having silvers there might make things a bit easier, but this is not good. This is a pretty obnoxious. Oh well, there's the gold sword. It was on the mountain all along, just not on the old men.
Well, at least we know where all the good items is.
Mm. But not all of them. We're still, of course, missing the bug net.
And a cape.
And once Leslie enters Ganon's Tower, we are gonna stop the guessing. And that's the Silver's Orange. And cut.
Oh, nice. Firebar in that room. Oh, half magic.
Oh yeah, that was an item that was...
And mushroom.
Yeah. Filling out the rest of the inventory. So now we just need to find the bug net at the cape, and then we know where all the items are. Oh, and the one more bottle is... Oh yes, chat pointing out that there can be a lot of really nasty things here. That is true. That is not wrong. There are some very obnoxious from inherently in the gauntlet, especially. But they can be a lot easier, but they also can be a lot worse. This one, not that much worse though.
Nice arrow refill in that room.
Yep. So this was 7?
Yep, 7 it is. So far.
It looks like Leslie is going to opt to do the right side first. I think maybe this has to do with the key logic. I know there's key logic for GT as well, but I have no idea how it works either.
Yeah, don't ask me either because I have no clue. I'm just playing the game. What is logic either way?
Yeah. Oh, and the torch room here is basically vanilla. Instead of Stalfos, we have a lot of Gyptos here. But it started vanilla. There's the Stalfos. All right, let's see what the right side has for us now. Wonder if Leslie's gonna go full right or if Leslie's gonna take the left route. If the key isn't here.
That's a good question, actually. I don't know what I would have done. Would you do it? There's the bug nuts.
Oh, good. I would have done the ice house, I think, but you know. Yeah, so all we need to find is tape, one more bottle, and we found all the items that are in the game.
That's pretty crazy. This is almost a 100% seed.
It is more or less an Oops All Dungeon seed. I mean, both runners here on the Restream have dipped into all pendant dungeons. You just couldn't clear Ice Palace or Eastern Palace.
I mean, we could have cleared out the Eastern if you wanted to, but we didn't know what was in that room, to be honest.
And Orange gets their hookshot entry gun mode at 154.36. So Orange will have to go back down to Swamp and do Argus. Well, not actually Argus.
Well, he will have a nice silver fight against the Armor's Knights.
Yeah, that's true. Has exactly enough arrows for it too. Alright.
That's a lot of heart containers in GT.
Yeah, that was 3 heart containers and a heart piece in random room. That was 17?
Yep.
So number 18 coming up here with Bob. Let's see if Bob spares us with having to do the ice armors or whatever. Those bomb slugs. And it looks like Bob today is just a skull.
Nice error refill here, depending on what kind of boss there is down here. Oh!
It's Helmasaur King! We haven't seen you. Man, Helmasaur on ice is gonna be really, really nasty. At least the first phase. The second phase is not gonna be too bad, because you can just swing at the gem with the sword. The gold sword will do plenty of damage. But
the lag is real here.
Yeah, the lag and the ice physics with, you know, sort of precision hits. Ugh.
It's kind of fun to see. Like
It's a real struggle. Sadly, those fireballs do not melt the ice floor. I also like that thief that's just standing there in the Swamp Palace statue room there and it's like bullying you while you push the statue.
Yep, like just take all your stuff.
And down goes Helmasaur. And unless it's in Tile Room, we're gonna find the big key back there.
My god, that's so vanilla.
Vanilla big key.
And there's a cape.
Yay! Leslie's getting hit by the own rage bomb. So I did say it was behind whatever I was replaced by, right?
You
So
sure
I
did.
win.
Well, GG's.
Anyway, so that was a 19. And let's see here if I can even scroll that far up. If there was any guess of 19. No, nobody guessed 19 today. The closest was a 18. Knopf 2K guessed 18, and Oliver's Fury did as well later on.
Red, do you know what Leslie's doing right now?
Oh, he's pulling an in-bed, is he?
No small keys.
Yeah, that is...
I mean, he could be lucky that there's like small keys up in the chests later on, but
yeah.
You never know.
You do need at least one small key, and then you can have the one from the helmet, the mini helmet.
Oh my god, this room right here. Please.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, even more guard rooms.
Guards on conveyors is unfun. Oh, heart is stun price though, so that's kind of like...
And that's a good... Oh my... somebody really wanted to put cards in the in the climb up here.
I suppose this is actually Aghanim's tower, you know?
I mean, it feels like it, right?
And is this like the yeah, it's the Ice Palace dudes.
And even more of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't fault Leslie here for just, you know, opting to nuke them with ether.
Yeah,
Why
I would have
bother?
done the same, to be
Yeah,
honest.
why bother? You can just do that.
Oh,
Now who's the...
hello again.
Oh, more. More arrows. So I don't think can Trinix be in the Morlum 2 arena? I'm not sure.
I don't think so. I think it's too big, right?
Yeah, I think he can't be. So I don't think we're gonna see Trinix. But we might still be able to see Argus. Argus in Lanmo 2 room is pretty fun because once you kill the puffs, he just freezes and like the door opens up because Lambos have only one phase and Argus has two, so Argus's second form doesn't spawn basically. Well, Argus can't be there either. Okay, so those are the two bosses we haven't seen at all this season. They may have been in Eastern Nice or something, I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, Argus jumps up and the game thinks that you killed all the enemies, so it opens up the door. But once he comes back down, he doesn't count still.
Well, let's see if Leslie's getting lucky with the small keys here.
Oh yes.
Because otherwise he needs to find the small keys, and Orange wouldn't be that far behind.
Yeah, if Orange continues left side, and it looks like they are, and Leslie has to mirror back out to get a key. Oh no. That spike trap is devious.
Yeah, it's not a good placement.
But we got it. Alright. Let's hope for Leslie here. One key. That's the one we knew we were gonna get.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Did it.
no. There is still one chest.
Here's for dreaming, right? Oh.
Oh no. And Leslie, Leslie realizes it. So we have a race on our hands, everybody. Because Leslie will have to go get that small key, and wait. We have to do tile room for it. Oh boy.
There, he could have, like, when he mirrored out, when he, earlier on the right side, he forgot to lift up the pot that has a small key in the other room when you could go to Armos.
Oh yeah, that one with the star switches, right?
Yeah. So that's the one he skipped out on.
And that's the one Leslie's gonna go for instead of tile room. Oh yeah, Orange also has the silver arrows. That is true. That does give Orange a little bit of an edge in this race as well.
Well, it's definitely a race now because he's not that far behind anymore.
Yeah, and with the silver arrows, those Armos... Oh, it's not actually Armos, I forgot, it's the Helmsar. But, yeah. Of course,
bomb threats.
Oh, you don't see bomb threats too often, but, you know, this is actually not a bad choice. I think it was like 4 bombs.
I don't actually remember. I just remember when I was a kid playing this game that I was like, yeah, using bombs on this guy.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there is Armos in the Llama 2 room. That's true. That is something that Orange is gonna get a bit of time save on. Has to be careful though now. Yeah, you can't do things here with Canterbury and Sally. They're gonna have to wait.
This is a little bit scary here because Orange could lose his time here that he gained.
Oh!
Oh, come on.
Orange, please. Oh.
Oh.
I haven't clenched his heart in quite a while.
That was a little bit too close for my taste.
And Leslie's gonna opt to use that fairy room that you can bonk across.
What is Orange looking for? Or, oh, he's going to go and grab some health, right?
Yeah. There's a little refill room right here. I thought, at least.
I guess those are not there in an Enemizer, maybe?
Maybe. I thought there was... It often has nothing in Enemized. Huh. Well, I suppose.
I guess me and Red is learning new stuff. When it comes to Enemized. Good use of the hookshot there.
Yeah, there's a small chance that if you use the hookshot to pick up a heart, that you can get 2 hearts instead of 1.
Yeah, Leslie, like Pushad is pointing out, he has a way easier gauntlet this time around.
Yeah, that's partially because Leslie also knows what to expect now.
Oh yeah.
Meanwhile, Orange is gonna be in for quite a treat.
Well, at least this time around we're going to see what's on that Moldorm 2 fight.
Oh yes, that is true.
Because we've got all the small keys we need.
There is something evil on Moldorm 2. Very evil, says Technolink, who I think was in the race.
When it comes to Technolink, I've learned that I don't think it's something evil. I think he's trolling us.
You think so?
Yeah.
But those angry faces are so convincing. Question in chat here: if somebody wants to practice randomizers, where does one get a list of how many items per dungeon? Yeah, as somebody else, there's Helmasaur on. Yeah, that is evil.
Yeah, that's not that easy to deal with. To be honest,
that is probably the worst boss that can spawn on there. But yeah, there are a bunch of map tracking pages you can go or software you can use that has the items such as Emo Tracker and there's also the one that Fabio made. That I like that one personally because it has all the map locations as well. Yeah, so if you need tracker software, there is a bunch on the Link to the Past randomizer page as well, if I remember right. And yeah, this is a really obnoxious arena by Helmasaur.
Yeah, it's definitely something different to do. I mean, hello.
Convenient heart refill there. Wow. We had a few of those this seed at least. And
yeah, we got bailed out sometimes.
Yeah, and this room isn't too bad. Today. Buttersword was in Hookshot Cave. Unless you got that one, in which case, you know, there was one on Uncle, or like in the Uncle chest, one sword in Pod, and I forgot where the fourth one was actually.
We had Uncle chest, we had Pod, we had
one in Hookshot Cave. That's the one that Orange didn't pick up.
Yeah.
Oh, Paradox
then we
Cave.
had...
That's right. Thank you.
Oh yeah, Paradox is a thing. Much faster fight for Orange here on Helmasaur. So he gained some time here, actually.
Yeah, that was actually a very good Helmasaur fight there for Orange. Orange does not get the convenient health refill though. But yeah, that caught Orange up quite a bit actually, along with that a lot faster Armos fight as well. And Orange will also save a bit of time on Ganon. It's still Leslie's race to lose, I would argue, but you know, could still make up.
Accidents could happen as well.
Oh yes.
Because it's pretty easy to fall on Ganon. I've done that a few times in my life.
And Orange has had a pretty decent argument too as well here.
Oof, Orange losing a little bit of time here on Aga.
It's 12 spins for some of us with Gold Sword. So since the Gold Sword spin does not do more damage.
I think it still counts as Tempered Sword on Ganon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only thing that's faster with Ganon with Gold Sword is the first few phases, because the Gold Sword deals as much damage as the Tempered Sword spin. But in terms of like the spins that you have to do in phase 4, it doesn't matter. Yeah, like the damage of the sword is capped at the Gold Sword swing damage, or which is also the Tempered Sword swing damage. It's Orange died on Ganon very early on.
I think Leslie should have like 1 or 2 more hits. We need to be careful.
Yeah. Ooh, that almost knocked Leslie off the ledge. But down goes the pig.
Get your GGs in chat for Leslie Pro 04.
We'll be crossing the bridge here. Pick up the Triforce. And GG's. Leslie Pro finishing first on the restream, 11th overall in the race with an official SL time of 2 hours, 14 minutes, and 19 seconds. GG's in. Winner of the race is SAGTG in first with an official SL time of 1 hour, 39 minutes, and 23 seconds. We have Frostbite in second, Obscure Lifer in third, A0187 in fourth, Technolink in fifth, Mr. Scruff Ninja Tuna in sixth, Plasma Kappa in seventh, Rabius in eighth, and sorry if I'm gonna butcher the name, but Guaya Label in ninth, and Moogle Charm in 10th. So GG's to all of you as well. Let's see if Orange brings up here with 12th, or somebody sneaks in between Leslie and them.
Ooh. Orange is having some issues here with Ganon, for the Ganon fight.
And we have Leslie here joining us for a little chit-chat while Orange is fighting Ganon. GG's, Leslie.
GG's.
Thanks. Wow. I swear Enemizer must have messed with my head somewhere along the way.
Pretty sure it's all the chain chumps, right?
I don't think it was so much that. It's just that I've seen some of the things that Enemizer can do, but at the end of the day, some of the things that really caused the problems were just logic being logic. I swear this seed was out of the depths of version 28, because some of the stuff that they wanted you to do in this seed was reminiscent of those times. Like, you had to double dip Thieves Town, you had to double dip not Thieves Town, excuse me, Hera and Pod. And a Meyer double dip because I pursued the flippers, but that one. I did. Whereabouts in Swamp Palace were those silvers?
Left side swamp.
Of course, it wasn't Left Side Swamp, yeah.
S.
I mean, at least it wasn't a chest that you like skip, like that was a lot easier to get, like the flooded room chests or something. But yeah, speaking of silver arrows, though, Ganon got a face full of them Orange finishes up here, crosses the bridge, picks up the Triforce. GG's to Orange, who finishes indeed in 12th place, with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 17 minutes, and 43 seconds. GG's to them. So, where to start with this dumb seed?
Indeed, and I'm going to hold off on saying anything further till we get Orange in here.
Hi, Orange. GG's.
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 GG.
So I think I'll start off by saying that Uncle Chest in very stupid early 3 hearts guarded by Lionels. I can see most runners noping out of that and not going back. And of course, I pressed on, got my first sword, so I'm like, that's dirty game.
So I didn't actually go there until about 55 minutes into my run, and my first sword ended up coming from, oh god, where was it?
Pod.
Pod.
Yeah,
Yes.
you got your first sword in Pod and your second one in Paradox Cave.
Yeah, there was no way I was clearing Pod without some form of invulnerability.
Oh yeah, that bridge, right?
Yeah, that bridge. You are able to, like, you could have damage boosted through it, but it is kind of finicky. So, yeah, like taking burn out the arrow is, like, the safe option.
Yeah, but I would have gone in there so much earlier. I would have had Burna if I had just fluted to 6 right away instead of accidentally fluting to 8 and going, oh, may as well improvise and check Ice Rod. And that kind of threw off everything with a very late mini Moldorm check, not doing the Fate Flipper checks.
Yeah, we were wondering why you fluted to 8 first, but then we realized that you actually didn't have the bombs. So, like, you had 1 bomb and no weapon to go there. So we figured you were like, you know what, maybe that. And I like that by the second time you went past the mini Molder, you had no bombs either. That was pretty good.
Let's go with that narrative instead. The truth is, fluting to 8 was a total accident.
Speaking of accidents, I had my own accident of forgetting a key prior to climbing Ganon's tower.
Oh yeah,
I think that's Enemized. I think that's just like, with Enemized, you're keeping track of so much stuff in your head that you forget, that it's easy to forget details like that. That's what I boil it down to. And speaking of improvisation, my improvisation against Armless Knights in, I want to say it was Turtle Rock.
There was like 3 Armless Knights fights, so.
Yeah, it was one where I ended it with a sword spin to kill both of them. So I didn't have to deal with rage form. That was very fortuitous.
Yeah, I think it was in Mire, because you went to Swamp, like you cleared Swamp first before clearing Mire, and you were out of arrows in the Mire one.
Yeah, that was just me. That was just me going off a wing and a prayer at that point, because it's like, this fight ain't too bad. But I do gotta mention one other thing that I noticed. We get early Ice Rod and no Trinex.
Yeah.
Is that the game trying to tell us something?
I mean, there might have been a Trinex in Ice Palace or Eastern Palace. But yeah, we haven't.
I didn't bother finishing Eastern Palace because I didn't want to do Dark Rooms and Enemizer without a lamp, and I got hookshot locked out of Ice Palace, so...
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what kept me from finishing Ice Palace. And I noticed you couldn't bomb jump that because of the enemies floating. I thought that was going to mess it up, so I'm like, let's not.
Yeah, I mean, since at that point, I think hookshot was basically the item to look for both of you as well.
Hookshot was my go mode.
Yeah.
Ditto, and I was like, so that's how we're playing it. We're playing it like version 28 today. I sort of wish I'd caught on to that sooner, but for Enemizer, it doesn't hurt to be underprepared, as I have seen and experienced many a time.
I would have dipped Turtle Rock much sooner, if I had a way past that pod bridge, because I would have been taking some Mario with me up to my second climb up there, and I would have just cleared it right then and there.
Yeah, the routing of this seed was not kind, and not all of it was Enemized. Some of it was rando being rando.
Like that hookshot on Trinix.
Well,
Well,
land molas too, or whatever.
yeah, it was Land Molas and Turtle
Yeah,
Rock,
well,
which that kept
fake Trinix. I mean, it is 3 long necks. You know, it's not wrong to call it Trinix.
Like, I had an absolutely awful early and mid game. I felt a lot better once I got that Burna, and things kind of went smooth sailing as soon as I got that Samar.
Yeah, my biggest mistake here was I took too long going to Palace of Darkness. Like, as soon as I got Burna, I probably should have gone right there in hindsight. But this is a mode where it being prepared for anything is helpful, but I think I might have just taken a little too long in getting there. Ah, well, this was still fun. In moderation, that is.
Yeah, that said, there was a lot of Lionels and change-ups in this one, weren't there?
Yeah, I thought I was playing Zelda 1 Rando for a second with how many Lionels there were.
It didn't feel that bad towards the end.
Yeah, towards the end it kind of eased up on the Lionels at least. The change-ups still were ever present, but like early on it was a whole bunch of Lionels. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, like that's why I breathed a sigh of relief when I got through the Eastern Dark Rooms, because as soon as I saw the shots coming at me, I knew it was Lionels, and I knew I had to be careful.
Yeah, you juked them pretty well, actually.
That's one thing I picked up from last year's tournament, where we had the 2018 tournament, I should say, just to clarify. The amount of Lionels that showed up in the seeds, I sort of picked up how to at least gauge how to make them move in ways to where I could at least work with it. So, yeah, I made it work that way. That's how I was able to get around them.
Did you end up double dipping Swamp like I did?
No, Swamp is go mode, so I just went in there, grabbed the waterfall, just basically blitzed it, got the waterfall chest, and decided, okay, on our way. Oh, and that's another boss we didn't see. We didn't see any Argus, and that was something in my mind.
I was more worried about running into an Argus than a Trinex.
Yep, same here, because an Argus would have been like a nope.
Yeah, Argus would have locked you out. Trinix you could have beaten.
Meyer, though, Armos Knights there, I'm quite proud of that Burna strat. That was something I learned from doing No Logic Multi-World.
My favorite strat on Armos is the King of Samaria strats, where I just lock them in the corner and like have them jump into the block.
Well, GG.
Yep, GG's. Enemized is a thing, and I'm looking at that winning time, and I'm like, wow. I mean, I knew something like that could have been done with the right routing in this seed, but to see it actually happen, I'm like flabbergasted.
Yeah, about that time. When I got my 7th crystal and was opening GT, I decided to check the times to see how everyone else was doing, because I was thinking, oh my god, this is going so badly, they're going to have to mercy kill this. Second place was like 1 hour 57, and I felt like, okay, I think I still have a chance to at least win the restream, and nope, 3 deaths to Ganon will ensure that I do not win the restream.
Yep, that is unfortunate. I have been there before. I have lost tournament races to not only falling at Ganon, I have lost a tournament race to failing Silverless Master Sword to Ganon. So yeah, I've definitely been there.
You were on Master?
That was in last year's tournament, and it cost me a race against Pika Pals by like 13 seconds or some insanely low amount like that. Lordy, I was kicking myself for that one, as anyone would.
Yeah, for this race, Leslie did find the gold sword in hookshot. So,
Oh.
yeah. With that said, I think we should be starting to wrap things up here. So thank you, everybody, for joining us for this 2 p.m. daily. Make sure to follow the runners. We have Leslie Pro over here and Orange the York here. And if you want more rando action, let's see here. At 9 p.m. we have 2 rando things starting actually. For one, we have the Super Metroid plus Link to the Past combo rando community race on Speed Gaming 2, and on Speed Gaming 3 we have the other miscellaneous Monday daily for Link to the Past Randomizer, which is going to be a Triforce hunt, which is always fun. If you haven't seen one of those, make sure to check that out. That's really fun.
Yeah, that's fun, very fun indeed, Red.
Yeah, and in the meantime, you can head over to Speed Gaming Main for Mega Man tournament, Mega Man 9 tournament race. So that's pretty cool. That said, thank you again to Leslie and Orange for putting on a good show, a nice race, and thank you to Dark Diplomat, the dark person behind the scene here, tracking for us. And of course, thank you to Nilsson for co-commentating this very fun race with me.
Well, thanks to you as well, Red, and GG's to our runners, and our amazing tracker that made us look very much smarter than we are.
Right, that's us then. Unless one of you 2 runners have any last words before we close it out.
I hate Enemizer.
Well, all I'm going to say is GG's, and I hope to be able to do this again soon. Maybe not too soon for Enemized, though.
Well, you can join the 9 p.m. Travis hunt. That's not Enemizer. It's soon. All right. All right. So that's it from us today. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and see you guys next time.
Goodbye.
GG's.
GG.